As an adult going back to school, there's a lot to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week. Finding time to get a degree was challenging. The flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech made it possible. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. For me, it was after I was married with 2 kids. It was a busy time, but the flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech worked for my life. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
I got my bachelor's degree at Indiana Tech. It was an easy choice when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career, and the professors were always there to make sure I was successful.
As an adult going back to school, there's a lot to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week. Finding time to get a degree was challenging. The flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech made it possible. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech.
The online class portion of this PhD was extremely enticing because I do work full-time, I teach on the side of that, and I have a family. I definitely feel like I made the right decision.
I already had an associate degree, but I always knew I wanted to earn my bachelor's. Indiana Tech made it possible, even while working a full-time job. The online classes were great. I'd tell anyone thinking about college to enroll in Indiana Tech today.
Back here for Game 2 at Warrior Park. Your Indiana Tech Warriors came out on top versus the Tigers 4-0 after Satanovich singled to center field. Barringer advanced to second. Cabrera scored it. Walter with the homer in the 3rd inning. And Satanovich flied out for a sacrifice fly for Boston to score that. That's how your 4 came about. 2 hits from Adams for the Tigers. Strines with 1. Then for Indiana Tech, 1 hit from Walter, 1 hit from Kidwell, 1 from Pruitt, and 1 from Satanovich. Eli, you looked at that last game, a dominant win for Indiana Tech. How are they going to continue that train going into Game 2 here?
Well, just like it did in the first game, it starts with pitching. In the circle, you have to be dominant, and Savannah Bravo kept hitters off balance the entire time. At no point, really, until a slight rally at the end, did Olivet ever have a fighting chance in this game. Bravo kept their bats off balance, and they just never got off the ground. Look for that to continue, as that's what's going to need to be the tick to click here in game number 2. Mallory Stinson's going to be the one towing the slab, so we'll see what she can come out with, but it all starts with defense and pitching well in the circle. You pitch well, you're going to win a lot of games.
Yeah, certainly pitching is a big factor. And look at the Indiana Tech starting lineup. Number 13, Alyssa Fox batting first. Kirsten Delaney, number 12, batting third. Number 22, Haley Pruitt, batting third. Number 14, Carly Walter will bat fourth. Number 9, Rayon McKay will bat fifth. Number 32, Michaela Satanovich, the freshman, will bat sixth. Number 7, and Mel Cabrera will bat 7th. Number 34, Mel Cabrera will bat 7th. Number 18, Carly Basham will bat 8th. Kaylee Kruger will bat 9th, number 4. And then Mallory Stinson, number 16, will be the pitcher for your Indiana Tech Warriors. For the Tigers, leading off, number 11, Rylan Adams. Number 5, Krista Contreras. Number 2, Rayella Brennan. Number 12, Stephanie House. Number 16, Jatena Kalo. Number 1, Gwen Bender. Number 9, Victoria Strines. Number 10, Analia Ramirez. Number 26, Izzy Bixler. And number 14, Olivia Saldana, back in on the mound for Indiana Tech. They'll go ahead and start on the mound, your Warriors. Mallory Stinson, she's got to start off hot. Got to do a really good job in this game if Indiana Tech's going to win the series right now. Stinson, 1-2 on the year, a 2.26 ERA with a 1.2 WHIP. 24 hits allowed, 11 runs scored, 13 strikeouts on the year for Mallory Stinson. And we'll see number 11, Rylan Adams, leading off for the Olivet Nazarene Tigers. Game 1, Indiana Tech won 4-0. Trying to keep that train rolling as that first pitch goes for a strike.
That's exactly what you want to see to start the game. Just establish a presence early. You have to be around the zone and force the hitters to adjust to you.
Mallory Stinson, a sophomore from Indianapolis, Indiana. 5'8" from Franklin Central High School. Got to get their team rolling here early on the 1-1. 1-2 pitch down inside, called for a ball.
Especially here in the second game, winning a doubleheader really is, kind of an art form. It's tough to sweep a Saturday slate. It's tough to sweep in general, as we've seen Indiana Tech split a couple thus far this year. They split with HU. They split with St. Francis last night. Trying to take care of business and pick up that second victory here in this one. We'll see how they can carry over momentum from the first game into today.
Yeah, second called for a strike, going to a full count. Stinson looking for her 14th strikeout on the year. 3-2 count, no outs, top of the first inning. That one just outside for the walk.
And a good at bat there to lead off the game from Rylan Adams. She led off the first game, leading it off again here in the second. Olivet really trying to find a way to get a win on the day. Seeing Tech kind of mix it up a little bit. A lot of different players in from game number 1. Olivet still trying to make it happen.
See number 5, Krista Contreras, the freshman from Frankfort, Illinois, batting second for the Tigers. She'll go in for the steal. Adams got there in time. Little loose.
Yeah, and Davis Kay just couldn't quite get that one out of her glove. And look, we didn't see a runner in scoring position till the last inning in the first game for the Tigers. Now they've got one with nobody out here in the first. We'll see if they can take advantage of the opportunity.
Certainly going to have to after that shutout last time around. Girlful Contreras can get you on the board. The freshman from Frankfort, Illinois. Pitch delivered. Short bunt opportunity picked up and thrown out in time.
And a great bunt, doing exactly the job you were asked to do, moving Adams over to third. And now with one out, you make life a lot easier here on the next hitter. It's Rael Brennan.
Brennan had a couple good hits last time around. Gonna try to let that train continue. The freshman from Serena, Illinois. Trying to get the Tigers rolling here early. That one outside.
You want to see Stinson be around the zone. There's already a little bit of action there in the Tech bullpen.
Trying to keep all pieces warm and ready to go. Pitch underway. That one for another ball. Runner in scoring position for the Tigers, trying to get off to a hot start after that dud last time around. 4-0 last game's score. That one hit straight over to Walter. She couldn't hang on. That'll be your first run for the Tigers.
It's still just a 1 out for the Warriors thus far. You hit it hard enough on the ground, you can make good things happen. And that was something that the Tigers really just didn't do there in the first game. The weak contact, didn't hit balls hard.
That one just too far out in front. Try to get Brennan.
As the official scoring in the book going to go down as an error on that last play. So there we are.
No count for the Tigers. 1 out, 1-0 lead. That one fouled off to the right.
You know, maybe we're just waiting to see the bats kind of come around. We saw Olivet be aggressive and attack early on in the first game. They just couldn't find ways to get people on base and get rallies going.
1-1. That one hit up the center. Got through. She's heading home, and Brendan gets there in time. 2-0 Tigers up top.
Another good piece of hitting on the day. Olivet really starting to take control. Still just the 1 out. They're after it early.
2 big hits for Olivet Nazarene. That one called for a strike. Stinson trying to get things going here early. Already 2 runs given up. See if Jatena Callow, the freshman from Chicago or Roselle, Illinois, can get something going. That's heading towards left field. And she got under it.
There's a good job to get you a fly ball, get the second out of the inning. And now you're just 1 pitch away. Hand the ball back to your offense, and hopefully they can keep going what they had there in the early stages of the first game.
Kirsten Delaney got that one last time. Caught her stealing just out too far. Trying to catch Stephanie House. Unable to do so.
And all of that continuing to test McKay behind the dish early on in this game. You have to keep an eye on that as the game goes on, as right now Tigers are running at will.
Doing a good job compared to that last time out. Like you mentioned, hard to win a doubleheader if you're Indiana Tech. See if they can rally back at the bottom of the first. 2 outs, 2 open. Count for the Tigers. That one going low. Let's see what Gallo can do. 3-0 count. 2 outs. Runner on second. That one called in for a strike. Pitch on and just too high. That will put a runner on third, or first. 2 runners on.
And now it looks like we're going to get... Are we going to get a change?
We'll look to see if anyone comes out the bullpen.
If they give Stinson the hook. And
yes.
There it is. So not a great
It's going to
Start
be
to the game for Mallory Stinson.
Mackenzie Arroyo, the sophomore from Woodland High School in Leo, Indiana.
See if she can come in and take care of business and inherit the two runners. It'll be first and second, 2 outs, but 2/3.
Arroyo, a 3.77 ERA, 0-2 on the season. He's only started in one game. 12 runs, 12 hits, 7 errors. More Indiana Tech softball when we return. Don't go anywhere.
As an adult going back to school, there's a lot to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week. Finding time to get a degree was challenging. The flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech made it possible. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech.
Back here at Warrior Park. Pitching change here early for the Indiana Tech Warriors. That one swung on, right, fouled.
And a good job by on top early. It's going to be really important as we keep climbing throughout the day. Stinson couldn't do a great job at it. And thus the 2 runs.
2 outs, 2 runners on for Arroyo. Her pitch is on, swung, fouled. Megan Randall trying to get things going. Runner in scoring position at second. Got 2 runners on, 2 outs. That one inside, 1-2 count. Pitch just too high. Arroyo trying to get things started here. Just trying to get comfortable. Not what you want if you're Indiana Tech. A pitching change in the first inning. Trying to get out of it. Pitch is on, swung into left field. That one's going to go over her head. She's got 2 runners coming in. She's going to score in from first. A big-time play for the Tigers, and they're out to a great start here in the first inning.
Yeah, it really got a hold of that ball. Just left it out. Too much plate. So the Tigers take advantage. And Strides picks up 2 RBIs. So those are the last 2 runs that are going to go on Stinson's docket.
Pitch is underway. Got Ramirez swinging. 0-1. That one. Just a little too low. 1-1. 1 runner at second. The double. Double RBI. Call her swinging. It's going to foul out to the left and bring it into a 1-2.
I'm not sure what was said in the post-game huddle after game 1 for the Tigers, but whatever it was, it's working right now. They're aggressive and hitting balls hard and on the screws. The ones that don't reach fair play. Blistered foul.
1-2 count. That one's a little too high. 2-2. 2 outs, runner at second, scoring position. Stinson trying to get things rolling, down 4-0 here in the top of the first. Izzy Bixler on deck for the Tigers. That one fouled back. Full count.
Big time opportunity for Arroyo to get out of the inning. Want to get back on offense, or really for the first time in this game on offense.
Yeah, 4 runs already given up in the first inning. Not what you want if you're head coach Lauren Hurley. And timeout. Indiana Tech trailing by 4, top of the first. Can they figure things out? We'll find out when we return. Back here at Warrior Park, your Indiana Tech Warriors trail by 4. 3-2 full count from Mackenzie Arroyo. Her pitch is delivered, fouled back. Runner at third, scoring position. Big time for Ramirez. See if she can deliver for the Tigers. That one swung, got her. Arroyo with a big time strikeout.
Yeah, big K from Arroyo. You get out of the inning, stop the damage, and let the offense try and go to work. So 1, 2, 3 coming up. We'll see what the Warriors can do.
Got to get things rolling here. First time at bat for the Warriors.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. For me, it was after I was married with 2 kids. It was a busy time, but the flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech worked for my life. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior.
I got my bachelor's degree at Indiana Tech. It was an easy choice when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career, and the professors were always there to make sure I was successful.
Back at Warrior Park, your Indiana Tech Warriors trail 4-0 after 1. Eli, not a good start for the Warriors. Got to figure things out here, bottom of the first.
No, and look, that's the bright spot of the game. You still got a full 7 innings of softball left to be played, and we see Olivet's bats come out hot in here in the second game, but there's no reason Tech can't come back and do the same all by themselves. We'll see if they can get a good start, and then we'll go from there.
Alyssa Fox from Pontiac, Illinois, trying to get things leading off for the Warriors. 4.21 batting average. That one's fouled back. Fox playing center field. One RBI, 8 hits on the season. .921 OPS. Second pitch delivered. That one in the hands of Ramirez, and in time for Saldana.
Good play, able to pick it out. Ball was pretty well stung, but fortunately just right into the glove of Ramirez. So you pass the torch again. Just stay aggressive and keep hitting balls hard.
Kirsten Delaney up to bat for the Warriors. 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 RBIs on the season. First pitch delivered. Called for the strike.
That one just nipped the outer edge of the plate.
Delaney, a senior from West Lafayette, Indiana, trying to get the Warriors rolling here, bottom of the first. At one, caught high, 1-1. No runners on, 1 out. Indiana Tech trailing by 4. They're very impressive first top half of the inning. For the Olivet, Nazarene Tigers, that one's hit. A nice diving effort from the left fielder. A good play. And a game setter for Adams.
Yeah, another ball that was well stung, but just a nice play by Adams in left. Just barely able to chase it all down.
Now batting DP number 22, Haley Pruitt.
It's a really good line under that one and able to fence it out. 2 outs. Warriors trail by 4. Opportunity for Haley Pruitt to get things rolling. .385 batting average, 5 hits. And a .829 OPS. First out of play to the left, foul ball. 2 outs, no runners on for Haley Pruitt.
And we're seeing Strides in the circle do a good job of getting attacking hitters, getting on top early in counts.
That one hit to left center. And Contreras underneath it makes the out. Good start here for the Tigers.
And a couple of balls that were well hit, but nothing able to find the grass. Now Tech got to respond on defense and throw up a 0.
The first inning, comes to a close. Warriors trail by 4. Can they figure things out? Find out in just.
The online class portion of this PhD was extremely enticing because I do work full time, I teach on the side of that, and I have a family. I definitely feel like I made the right decision.
Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
I already had an associate degree, but I always knew I wanted to earn my bachelor's. Indiana Tech made it possible, even while working a full-time job. The online classes were great. I'd tell anyone thinking about college to enroll in Indiana Tech today.
Back here at Warrior Park, the Indiana Tech Warriors trail by 4 after the first inning. Trying to get things rolling defensively. And an opportunity for Bixler, the 250 right fielder, to get things going back for the Tigers. That one caught outside, called for a strike.
Yeah, Stinson was unable to really get ahead of hitters, and it allowed the Tigers to kind of settle in and, take good swings when the ball did find the zone.
Royal trying to get her game rolling. That one called for a ball.
Crazy to think that we're able to play this early on in the year.
Almost got her in the back of the neck. Just 2-1. Yeah, you mentioned playing this early, but a little chilly out here today, but overall, can't complain.
What more can you ask for out of the Midwest? Not everybody gets to be playing in 70-degree weather down in Florida.
Or rather, Houston, Texas next Saturday.
A lot of good baseball coming up. The Division I ranks, softball, Clearwater's coming up. I see a lot of really, really good programs go down and battle it out.
Cut low.
Just seeing a lot of programs from the Midwest in general really start to fine-tune and become national powerhouses. Obviously, Oklahoma's kind of dominated the last, better part of the last decade of college softball ranks. There's a nice punch out.
Strikeout number 2 for Arroyo, trying to get her team back and rolling.
But you look at teams like Ohio State, Michigan, and Nebraska, and, the Midwest programs that have been able to stand at the top here in recent years. Buckeyes coming off one of their better seasons in school history. Nebraska was a top 10 team all year, made the trip to OKC.
Rylan Adams, top of the order for the Tigers. 5.71 batting average for Adams. Had that diving effort play in the bottom of the first inning. Really off to a nice start.
Yeah, and really important, they keep passing the torch. We're back around to the top of the order. One gone, but the more ABs are able to see, the more tricks that the Warriors are going to have to pull out of the bag.
That one called foul. It's going to bring up a 2-1 count. No hits for Indiana Tech. 2 for the Olivet Nazarene Tigers. That one swung on. Picked out in front by Walter. She'll get it in time.
Just a beautiful piece of hitting. Just leave it right down the left field line or right down the third base line and use your speed to get on base. Adams, another knock.
Adams in at first, 1 runner on. Bring up Cristia Contreras. She'll go in for a steal and unable to rally that was Kaylee Kugler.
And again, the Tigers just kind of got the number on the Tech defense right now as they go off running again. Rihanna McKay just behind, not really much of a chance.
Arroyo. Her pitch delivered into left field. Easy catch for Kirsten Delaney. Bringing Rael Brennan at the plate for the Tigers. Two outs, runner tagged from first. Now in second, in scoring position. Arroyo delivers that one. Beautiful pitch. Called strike. Another good one, just high. A lot of firepower. Arroyo starting to feel it. Trying to get her team back in. 2 outs. Runner in at second, scoring position. Brennan trying to get things going. Got her swinging. Really starting to deliver. Mackenzie Arroyo. Sophomore from Leo, Indiana. That one fouled off to the right. Backing out of play. 1-2 count. 2 outs. Top of the second inning. Rael Bremen. Caught low.
Good job by McKay to be able to keep it in front, gather it, prevent Adams from moving her way over to third, but a big 2-2 coming up.
Gonna need to deliver if you're Mackenzie Arroyo in Indiana Tech. That one swung in right field and caught by Basham. Indiana Tech trying to get out of a drought. Down 4-0.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. For me, it was after I was married with 2 kids. It was a busy time, but the flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech worked for my life. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
I got my bachelor's degree at Indiana Tech. It was an easy choice when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career, and the professors were always there to make sure I was successful.
Indiana Tech trails by 4, bottom of the second inning. Eli Lawrence, Caden Linder.
Now batting here, third baseman number 14, Carly Walter.
Carly Walter had that big home run in that first game in the third inning. See if she can get off to a good start for Indiana Tech. Another good start from Victoria Strines at the mound for the Tigers. First one called strike. Almost got her foot, but ball called. 1-1. Victoria Strines. Her pitch delivered. Just a little too high. 2-1. Bottom of the second inning. McKay on deck for the Warriors. That one swung. Good hit towards left field, but another big play for Adams.
Again, just the ball finds a way to find a glove. You know, Tech put a lot of big balls in play thus far, but just haven't been able to find the one to drop.
Rylan Adams in now left field. 2 big catches already. See Ryan and McKay, the catcher, in to get it on bat. Her first at bat this season. See if she can start off on the right foot. Rihanna McKay, a sophomore from Bolingbrook, Illinois. Pitch underway, caught low. 3-0 count for Rihanna McKay. Strines, good start to this game. No hits allowed so far. That one called for the walk. Indiana Tech trying to get things rolling. We'll see number 32, Michaela Zatovovic.
Yeah, I think having Satanovic come to the plate, it's going to be really important for the Warriors right now. She's had a really good day at the plate thus far. A couple of RBIs in the first game. We'll see if she can continue that momentum, but need a jolt. See if they can get one to fall. 3 RBIs in game number 1 for Michaela Satanovic.
Those were 3 really big RBIs for her. Really got Tech rolling. Satanovic swings. Popped out to left field, called foul. 1 out, 1 strike. Tanovich with McKay on first base. Strangest pitch delivered. Nice pitch down the middle, called for another strike.
Nice breaker that just kind of fell back into the zone. Maybe caught her off balance. Now you're really forcing Stanovich's hand.
0-2 count, just outside the box. Freshman from Lockport, Illinois. Can't you get something going for the Warriors? Pitch underway and low. McKay will return to first.
Yeah, you back pick there. You just want to make sure you can keep the runners in check. Saw Tech take advantage a couple of times in the first game. Olivet's done a good job in the second of running.
That one swung hard, but fouled off to the left. 2-2 count, 1 out for Michaela Satovovich. One runner on first base. No hits yet for Indiana Tech so far. Pitch swung on, fouled. Just hit the tip of her bat.
Yeah, nice change up there. From Strines, Tanovich able to stick with it and foul it off. A good AB. She's battled back to 2-2. Fouled off the last couple. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
That pitch swung, picked up by the shortstop. 1, turning 2, not in time.
Able to drive it in play, but unfortunately works right in the favor of the Tigers. 6-4 fielder's choice. Down in the books.
Brennan with a good play out in short. Turns it to second. Unable to get the double play is Melissa Cabrera back at the plate for the Indiana Tech Warriors. 2 outs. That first one outside. 1-0. Cabrera, 2.22 average hitter. 3 RBIs. 1 sac fly. 6.81 OPS. Pitch delivered. Nice flyer, but just too high. Just inside 3-0 count for Cabrera, the junior from Santa Clarita, California. Two outs, 1 runner on first base. That one called in for a strike. Nice pitch from Victoria Strine. Olivet Nazarene lead. That one caught low.
Now a bit of traffic on the path for the Warriors. Tanovich stands at second. Cabrera now at first. So big opportunity for Carly Basham. Even if you could just poke one across right now with 2 outs, that'd be a really important knock and really important run.
Batting at .250 with 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 stolen base. That one just outside. Throws it in, not in time. Try to pick off McKay at second. The outfielder from DeMont, Indiana. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs for the Tigers. Pitch on the way. And a nice, easy strike for the Tigers. Victoria Strines doing a good job. No hits given up for her yet. Basham trying to get things going. That one rolls up high, 3-1.
A big-time hitters count now for Basham.
Got to watch your swing here. If you don't like it, don't swing at it. Get bases loaded. Set up a good opportunity to get one home. Cut the lead. Big-time pitch from Victoria Strines. On the way. Call that for a strike.
Need to find the plate. Runners will be moving.
Carly Basham, a big-time opportunity. Victoria Strines trying to close out the top of the second. That one swung, call foul.
Way to fight it off. Hey, just make them do it again. Keep working good ABs. They're making life tough on Strines. Just haven't been able to poke it home just yet.
Full count, 2 outs. Bottom of the second. Swung on, out of play, foul. Basham versus Strines, a good battle. Long AB. Who come out on top? That one swung. Easy play for the third baseman in Ramirez, and that will close the inning.
Another ball well struck. Just finds the glove once again. Tigers make the play and send it to the third.
Tigers have the lead by 4. Indiana Tech trying to find some momentum. Going to the top.
The online class portion of this PhD was extremely enticing because I do work full time, I teach on the side of that, and I have a family. I definitely feel like I made the right decision.
Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
I already had an associate degree, but I always knew I wanted to earn my bachelor's. Indiana Tech made it possible, even while working a full-time job. The online classes were great. I'd tell anyone thinking about college to enroll in Indiana Tech.
Back here at Warrior Park, your Warriors trail by 4. Arroyo trying to get things going on the mound. Here at the top of the third for Indiana Tech. Big timeout at bat for Stephanie House. That one called for a strike early. Arroyo trying to find momentum. Climb Indiana Tech back in this game. That one outside. House a 3.64 batter. Good first outing in game 1. Two 2-1 count, no outs. Kenzie Arroyo trying to get things rolling. Pitch on, swung up, and out of play. Two count for the Warriors. In desperation mode here in the top of the third. Arroyo's pitch on the way. Just outside, full count. Stephanie House, a senior from Bolingbrook, Illinois. Trying to keep this momentum for the Tigers. That one got through the gap. Carly Walter unable to pick that one up. She'll stay at first. And a single for Stephanie House.
And again, Tigers just doing a good job. They find the holes. They find a way to get on base. And now, I mean, you probably expect them to look to run again.
We'll see a substitution. Avery Kidwell will go in for Carly Walter. Kidwell had a couple good hits in game number 1. See if the train continues.
And right now, they got to find a way to get out of the inning.
Yeah, still no hits on the day for Indiana Tech. No outs. One runner on first if you're the Tigers. A couple have gone by Carly Walter. Seems like that's why they made the third base change. Arroyo's pitch. Up and on. Called for a ball. Ball 1.
Oh, just missing on the outer half of the plate.
Jatana Callow at the plate for the Tigers. Bunt attempt. Is it in time? Yes. Good throw by McKay at the plate.
She really needed that one. As thus far in the game, the Tigers kind of had their way and been able to exploit the base paths. They ran really well, but you steal it out and you clear the bases. So big opportunity for Tech to try and compound momentum.
That pitch inside. Ball 2. That pitch off to the right, foul. 2-2 count. Two count, 1 out for the Tigers. Now we're moving into full count play. 3-2. For Jatana Callow, the freshman from Roselle, Illinois. No runners on, 1 out. Arroyo's pitch. Got her for the strikeout.
Big time K for Arroyo. Again, just continue to compound momentum. You can get the ball back to the offense.
Bender got a piece of that one. Foul called. 1-1 count. 2 outs. 4-0. Olivet Nazarene lead. Just a little too high. Brings it to a 1-1. Two one count for Mackenzie Arroyo. 2 outs. That one's fouled. Big time opportunity to strike out. Gwen Bender. 2-2, 4-0. Olivet has the lead. Can they go the bottom of the third? That one swung into left center. Almost got that one. A good diving effort and unable to get it to second in time, but what a diving effort from the center fielder in Alyssa Fox.
Another one where the bounce is just kind of going the way of the Tigers here in game number 2. A fantastic effort from Fox, just a bit out of her reach. And a big 2-out knock for the Tigers. See if they can turn it into some more offense.
Yeah, Gwen Bender with a big time hit. Strines is hit deep to right field and fouled. 0-2 count. See if Arroyo can retire the inning.
He's gotten 2 foul balls out that way on those last 2 pitches. See, maybe she tries to go inside to put her away.
That one and got her. Will retire the inning. Indiana Tech trying to rally back down by 4.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. For me, it was after I was married with 2 kids. It was a busy time, but the flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech worked for my life. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
I got my bachelor's degree at Indiana Tech. It was an easy choice when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career, and the professors were always there to...
I love this sport.
Back here, Indiana Tech trails by 4. Trying to get things going here on the offensive side. Big time opportunity for Kaylee Kugler.
And we've seen Tech put a lot of balls in play. They've hit a lot of things well, but will they be able to find the production? As said, no hits yet on the day. But you got to think that's going to change here real soon, the way the bats have been moving today.
Yeah, they got a lot of balls in play. Just good infielding and outfielding for Olivet. Good pitch by Strines. Fortunately, called for a ball.
Yeah, that one just off to Kugler. We'll see if she can take advantage of the 2-0 count. Put a real drive into one.
.47 here at Warrior Park. That one swung on. Unable to get that one. Foul called. 2-1 count.
A little bit of action going on in the Tigers bullpen.
Strines has done a good job thus far. No hits allowed. Gotten a couple to get in play, but once again, the fielding for the Tigers has been on point in game number 2. Pitch on the way, caught swinging into left field, and Adams will get underneath it for the first out of the inning.
Nice breaking ball, just couldn't quite sit back on it enough. Throw a little flare out to left. Again, just inducing weak contact is going to help your defense out a ton. It's allowed them to play comfortable and play fluid throughout this second game as we move through the bottom of the third inning.
Back to the top of the lineup, Alyssa Fox on bat. The outfielder from Pontiac, Illinois. First pitch on, just a little low. Indiana Tech did a really good job in the third inning last time out. 1 out, 1-1 count. See if they can keep that train rolling. Once again, still no hits on the day. Had a good liner to left field last at bat for Adams, Adams made the play. Fox with a good hit. Strides his pitch on the way and right into the hands of the third baseman in Ramirez.
Another one hit well, just finds a glove, and that's softball. Those are the types of things that are going to happen. Sometimes you're going to hit a ball on the screws. It's just going to find a glove, and it's about trying to battle through those opportunities. Eventually, tide's going to turn, and eventually those are going to start to fall. But right now, Olivet doing a good job of taking advantage on defense.
Yeah, it's hard to get bat or ball onto barrel. See if Kirsten Delaney can get things rolling for Tech. That pitch called for a strike. Yeah, you mentioned the bullpen action over on the left for the Tigers, but Strine's a really good job so far. That one hit deep into center field, tracking it down and able to do so. Fielding on point for Contreras, and that retires the inning. Still no hits for Indiana Tech. Can the Tigers keep their 4-0 lead train rolling? We'll find out when we return.
As an adult going back to school, there's a lot to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week. Finding time to get a degree was challenging. The flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech made it possible. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech. Back here at Warrior Park, Indiana Tech trailing 4-0 to the Olivet Nazarene Tigers.
Tech was able to take care of business in game one. Fortunately, not the same here in game number 2.
Now batting number 10, Analia Ramirez.
Ramirez back up to the plate for the Tigers. Called for a strike. Olivet trying to keep that train rolling. Try to get through the gap, unable. Is it in time? They'll say no. Good effort from Satanovic. Try to flip that one over to Cabrera. But nice speed from Ramirez to get there in time.
And that's the thing that can sometimes bite you when you're playing on the softball diamond. You find it deep in the gap, and you're going to be able to try and run that out. So tough break for the Warriors, but we'll see how they respond.
Bunt opportunity, just out of play, foul. A 1 count here in game number 2 against the Tigers and the Warriors.
A lot of good action around the sports world today. Got some good college basketball games. Kansas and Arizona starting up. As that play into first is good. Nice effort from Kaylee Kugler
In at first base to get that one out. Runner will advance to second. Yeah, we also got the girls' state championship games. I believe Norwell's at it right now. Fremont played a little earlier today.
I believe Belmont's the game going on right now. Belmont plays
Roncalli.
Yes. In fact, Belmont and Roncalli, that'll tip off at 6, Norwell and Center Grove to follow.
Center Grove's a tough team. It's not going to be an easy game for Ross Worm and company, but...
Is it ever?
Is it ever, though? McKay try to get underneath it, not in time. Runners will advance to third. Bases loaded for the Tigers. And a big opportunity for Contreras.
And that was a great bunt there from Rylan Adams. Just sits it right where just kind of stuck. No play to be had for the Warriors. They try to go to third, not in time. And the Tigers, again, just take advantage. Adams having a really good day thus far.
Yeah, she's made a lot of plays in the outfield and left field. A couple big hits. If you're Tech, got to keep your edge. Got to keep things focused. You do trail by 4. And like you mentioned before, it's hard to win double headers. No outs, bases loaded for Contreras. A big-time opportunity for the Tigers. Pitch on the way, hit. That one's going to get through the gap. That's going to send one home, turning 2. Is she going to be able to get home? Yes. 2 big runs for the Tigers. Another big hit.
And they just keep compounding and finding ways to get it all done.
Still no outs. 6-0 Tigers lead. Tech won game 1 4-0. The tables have turned. Mackenzie Arroyo. Still really good pitching so far for her today. That one just outside.
And now the Tigers really starting to extend the lead and really starting to put the pressure on the Warriors as we keep going on throughout today.
That one's hitting out of play right. 1-1.
As Bravo exited the circle, they really started to find their groove and just be able to put quality ABs together.
Yeah, well, that's what was holding them back. Bravo with a good game 1.
Struggled a little bit going in to the end of it, but Arroyo came in. Mallory Stinson had a tough time in the beginning. 6-0. Tech trying to rally back, see if they can offensively when we hit the bottom of the fourth.
One-two count, no outs. Runners on second and first. That one's hit into the gap.
Left center field. That's going to send one home. Turning to Contreras in time. More hits. It's an RBI double.
The bats, again, just really coming alive here as they add another one. As more substitutions going to be made by the Warriors. Stinson going to re-enter and toe the slab once more.
Got to get things rolling. A big fourth inning here for the Tigers. We'll see Mallory Stinson in the Indiana.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. For me, it was after I was married with 2 kids. It was a busy time, but the flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech worked for my life. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
I got my bachelor's degree at Indiana Tech. It was an easy choice when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career, and the professors were always there to make sure I was successful.
2 seconds.
Back here at Warrior Park, the pitching change. Mallory Stinson back in for the Warriors. No outs. Runner in at second. And a good opportunity for Stephanie House to extend this lead up 8-0. Kentucky with the win over Vanderbilt, 91-77. A lot of good basketball on the college level.
See if Stinson can come back refreshed and make an impact.
That one's hit to center field and drops in time. Another hit for the Tigers. They're on fire.
Just a blooper right there in the Bermuda Triangle. They can do no wrong at this point in the game. Again, first and third, still nobody out as we reach here later into the fourth inning. As, again, everything up, coming up purple and gold in game number 2.
Yeah, the script has flipped. Tables have turned for the Olivet Nazarene Tigers. Not so good of a game 1. See pitcher and catcher meet. Just trying to get things rolling.
And look at this one as you look for an answer. That last one, a pretty well executed pitch by Stinson. House was able to just muscle it out deep enough, drop it in there. It's behind second base. As they'll discuss, what's the first and third play? What do they want to do? I think at this point you probably want to just get an out.
Yeah, still no outs yet.
See if they try and cut it off.
Yeah, 11 total hits on the game so far
for the Tigers, as that one's going to be grounded out to first. Good play from Savannah Bravo.
And you'll take that out of Kahlo to just drive in another run. You get the runner over to second, so still in scoring position with just one out here in the fourth.
It's actually Allison Davis, number 6, at first with a big play. First out of the inning for the Tigers. They got the runner in home from third. Runner in at second. That one hit. Not able to get under it. Indiana Tech foul. 1 ball, no strikes. Or 1 strike, no balls. 1 out, 9-0. Lead for the Tigers. Pitch on the way, just high. 1-1. Indiana Tech played Rochester, number 2 versus number 3 earlier today. That one left field grabbed. Good play from Kirsten Delaney.
Yeah, there's the play you needed if you're the Warriors, able to find our way to that ball. It's the sinking line drive. Finds the glove, and now with 2 out. Just want to compound, find 1 more.
Yeah, House elected to stay at second, did not tag up. So here's Victoria Strines. That one called in for the first strike.
Strine's doing a great job in the circle in her own right. Again, hasn't allowed a Tech batter to find a knock just yet.
Shutout is still possible. That one, nice pitch, but too high. Strine's batting a 3.46. 1-2 on the day. Good game so far from Stephanie House and Adams. So that one goes for the second ball. 2-1 count, 2 outs. A long inning for the Tech Warriors. Just trying to get out of it, get back on the offensive attacking. That one just a little too low, goes 3-1. Stephanie House in at second, 2 outs. Runner in scoring position. Mallory Stinson. Pitch is on the way and out of play.
Another big time hack out of the opposing pitcher. Base hit, probably going to do a job and find a way to score the run.
Pitch on the way, low. That will send Victoria Strines to first. 2 outs, runner at first and second. Opportunity for Ramirez to get one to fall. 1-2 on the day for the third baseman. See if she can make it 2 for 3. That one hit. At a reach for Kidwell. Mallory Stinson, the pitcher from Indianapolis, Indiana. Peru High School. That one's down and out of play. 1-1 the count. 2 outs for Indiana Tech, trying to close out a rough inning. 5 runs given up here in the 4th. Pitch is on. Picked up by Kidwell. She'll step on third for the closing out.
And finally able to find your way out of it. You see if you can battle back in the bottom half of the inning, but a lot of work to do if you're Tech.
Yeah, a lot of work indeed. We'll see what work cuts out for him when we.
As an adult going back to school, there's a lot to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week. Finding time to get a degree was challenging. The flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech made it possible. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech.
Back here at Warrior Park, bottom of the 4th inning, your Indiana Tech Warriors trail 9-0. Eli Lawrence, Caden Linder. Proud you can join us here today. Victoria Shrines on the mound for the Tigers, doing a really good job. No hits, no runs scored. Staying locked in and disciplined the entire way. As Haley Pruitt up to bat now for the Warriors.
Look, time running thin for Tech is, at this point in the game, you're only guaranteed another 2 trips to the dish. We'll see if the balls are going to start to fall their way.
Strides pitch up into play, an easy catch for the second baseman and Stephanie House. Avery Kidwell up to the plate for Indiana Tech. 1 out, no runners on. Still no hits for the Warriors in this game. Once again, they did win the first game of the doubleheader here today, 4-0. Things have certainly changed for the Warriors.
Yeah, the Tigers just came out with a fire there in the second game. They dropped 4 off in the first, 5 there in that 4th inning. So they really found a way to get the bats moving. They're taking advantage of the Tech pitching at this point.
Kidwell batting a 400 here today.
No out has been easy to come by if you're Indiana Tech.
There's a good opportunity, and it will stay in, or rather not. Looked good from up here in the booth, Eli. It looked like it just stayed inside the foul line. What'd you see from up here?
I mean, that ball was right down the line, so certainly tough. But like you said, I think everybody in the booth had the consensus that it was fair. Of course, the umpire right there down on the line.
Thought otherwise.
And that's huge because you go from your first knock of the game to now an 0-2 count.
One out, no runners on. Avery Kidwell trying to get things back in full swing.
Pitch on the way, hit towards the clubhouse. Foul. 1-2 count still for Kidwell.
Another big chance. He's going to hang.
And rallied in from the right fielder. Good opportunity for the Tigers, and another big slugger with the catch. 2 outs. Opportunity for McKay. That one called for an early strike. That one just outside the foul line. Let's get an Indiana Tech. Your Warriors played Rochester, number 2 versus number 3. Where Rochester took them down 75-73. McKay, 0-2 count, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. That one just outside the plate. once again for Indiana Tech. They'll take on Grace on March 4th on the road, and then they'll play in the Tucson Invitational with teams like Dickinson State, William Penn, and Carroll College.
And a big opportunity for them to kind of pick up some big victories. So just looking to get in on that top 25, receiving votes in the polls thus far.
That one, a line driver to center field. Picked up by Contreras, and that will retire the inning. Tech trying to find momentum. See if they can do it here defensively. 9-0. Warriors trail to the Tigers. When we return, more Indiana Tech Softball.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. For me, it was after I was married with 2 kids. It was a busy time, but the flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech worked for my life. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
I got my bachelor's degree at Indiana Tech. It was an easy choice when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career, and the professors were always there to make sure I was successful.
2 seconds. Back here at Warrior Park, your Indiana Tech Warriors trail 9-0, top of here of the 5th.
And at this point in the game, the Tigers just, as they continue to add on, you make it harder and harder for Tech to come back because, while this is the last inning we're guaranteed of the day, as if the Warriors can't find a run in the bottom half. In fact, find 2 runs in the bottom half of the 5th.
That one's grounded to the shortstop and in time. Good play from Allison Davis. Good throw from Michaela Satovich. Up to the plate now for the Tigers. Top of the order is Adams. Had a really good day so far, fielding-wise, as well as at the plate. 2 for 2 on the day, 5.71 average on the season. 1-0 count. 1 out. No runners on. Yeah, pitch is inside. Called for the ball. 3-0 count. On deck is Contreras. That one too far out in front. Results in the walk.
And that's been a problem here in game number 2 for the Warriors is, pitchers haven't really settled in and threw up a couple of zeros in the middle, but Tigers have seemingly found the answer. Heavy shift right now as center fielder, really playing more towards left center. But with the slap hitting ability of Contreras, it's kind of where you want them to play it.
Yeah, Fox, like you said, moving towards that left center area. Contreras, all she really needs to do is get it in play. Seen the speed of Adams. Able to get things going. 2 stolen bases here already. Can they turn 2? No. Adams caught out at second. That'll be the second out of the inning.
Good job to make sure you get the out at second. You cut down the lead runner. But still got to find a way. Get that last out of the inning.
Once you do, you really got to get some points on the board. That one pitch called for a strike. Really just down the middle pitch from Victoria, or rather Mallory Stinson. One runner on. Top of the fifth inning, 2 outs, 0-1 count. Pitch on the way, hit. Almost a diving effort. Good play from Michaela Statovich. Unable to rally that one in. Runners on second and first, and an opportunity for Stephanie House to grab one of them in. 3 for 3 on the day for House. .364 average on the season. That one called for a strike. A 1 count for Mallory Stinson. Her pitch on the way, delivered and got through the gap. Turning home is Contreras. Throw is in time and got there. Contreras extends the lead 10-0.
Just another one.
Yeah, another RBI hit for Stephanie House.
Just over the reach of Satanovich.
Yeah, got it right through the gap of that second base and the shortstop. That one's hit deep right field. And under it, nice play from Basham. Potential last outing for Indiana Tech. See if they can get some late momentum. We'll find out when we return. Indiana Tech trails by.
The online class portion of this PhD was extremely enticing because I do work full time, I teach on the side of that, and I have a family. I definitely feel like I made the right decision.
Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
I already had an associate degree, but I always knew I wanted to earn my bachelor's. Indiana Tech made it possible, even while working a full-time job. The online classes were great. I'd tell anyone thinking about college to enroll in Indiana Tech today.
1 second. Back here at Warrior Park. Things are getting quiet over here. The Warriors trying to find some momentum. Potential last outing.
Yeah, chasing 3 here, but really at this point, you're just kind of chasing your first hit of the ball game.
Had a close one when that left. Hit over by, I believe it's Alyssa Fox. Got one, but just hit the foul line. Yeah, once again, Indiana Tech still looking for their first hit. Count stands 0-1. And really, it's Victoria Strines, really good pitching, but another big thing is this infield. Are they able to get that one? Yes. Nice foul field play from Adams. Really been a game changer for the Olivet Nazarene Tigers.
Yeah, 6, 7, and 8 batters coming up.
Davis, Basham, Kugler.
Now, Tigers just 2 outs away from what would be a no-hitter.
Strines a really good job. That one inside. 2-0. Once Again, the Tigers coming in this match 5-4. Trying to get it to 6-4. Indiana Tech 4-5. Or 3-5 coming into today. Once again, getting that game 1 win over the Tigers. 2-1 count. No runners on, 1 out. For Indiana Tech. That ball's hit left side the foul line. Brings it up to 2-2. And that's a strikeout for Victoria Strines. She's been on fire all game long.
Yeah, just can't solve the code. As Strines got 1 big out left to get.
Can Basham do it? She's 0 for 1 on the day, 250 batting average. 2 outs, no runners on. Last hope for Indiana Tech. That one. Swing and fouled. One, 2 outs. Victoria Strines pushing for the shutout, no hitter. Olivet's done a really good job, especially in the outfield. A lot of good opportunities for Tech to get a hit on the board. But Strines really dialed in on the mound.
The defense making a lot of plays early that's kind of allowed her to continue to settle in. And, you know, these last couple of innings, it's been easy pickings.
Strines' pitch on the way, hit towards left field. Fouled and out of play. 2-2 count, 1 more for Strines. Cornerstone and Indiana Tech at it over at the Schaefer Center. That one just tuning in, or starting, rather. Make sure to go check it out right here on Indiana Tech Athletics YouTube channel. That one hit towards the third baseman for the shutout. She got it. That will do it. Indiana Tech wins game 1, but Olivet Nazarene comes in from Illinois, takes them down, split the series 1-1, 10-0 in that last inning, and really good job from Rylan Adams and Victoria Strines in game 2.
Yeah, and Strines certainly the story of that second game, just dominant from start to finish, no hits. Make it really easy, scarcely. Did Indiana Tech find really momentum in that game, as just couldn't find it, and Strines able to come away with the no-hitter in a really good way to end the weekend if you're Olivet. We'll see how they keep going throughout the rest of the year. But for Tech, you know, big chance to come back. You're going to go up against Grace and then hit the road for some tests out in Arizona.
Yeah, Embry-Riddle. First team on March 7th on Saturday at 11 p.m. But, yeah, Grace next week on Wednesday on the road at Phil Dick Field. But for Eli Lawrence, I'm Cade Linder saying so long here from Warrior Tech Park.
As an adult going back to school, there's a lot to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week. Finding time to get a degree was challenging. The flexibility of online classes